Yo, what's up, everybody? What's going on? It is like way early in the morning right now, and I thought I would just pop outside, kind of enjoy the cold air. It's actually cooling down, so you gotta enjoy it. You gotta don't take things in life for granted. You gotta enjoy every moment you have in life. So I just kind of want to put that out there. It's like way super early, and everyone is sleeping, so it would be rude for me to vlog a video. Hold on. This should feel weird. I don't know if it's weird for you guys when you guys like have like earbuds in your ear and then you try to talk and it just sounds so weird or whatnot. You sound so muffled. I don't want to sound like some weird person speaking loud because my audio seems muffled. But anyways, um, so I'm gonna start a series of videos. I know that always sounds. That's like my MO. I'm always creating a series of videos. Um, but this one is not tech related per se, um, because I get questions sometimes on how to start up a YouTube tech vlog channel, and one of the things that irritates me when I see other people asking these questions to other YouTubers when they tell them, "Don't do it, don't do it." That's just kind of that's just kind of weird to tell someone who has dreams and aspirations of getting on YouTube and doing these types of videos and talking about mobile technology and doing unboxings and all that kind of stuff. It just it's pointless to tell someone don't do it. It almost, regardless of what kind of point you make behind it, it almost feels like that your true intentions is to say don't do it because it's my spot type of thing. And I'm not that type of person. I feel like that if you want to start a tech channel, go for it, do it. Because most people have this idea of doing it because they they just have an interest in it and they want to be able to share their thought process, their knowledge about it for the rest of the world to listen to and learn from. If it's something that is new or maybe just a different way of thinking. So, um, in this video, I am going to talk about some things that's beneficial and helpful to someone who's going to be starting a YouTube tech channel or just a YouTube channel in general. Because one of the biggest rules that I see a lot of that people say is like, don't bite the next guy. Don't do exactly the same thing the next guy's doing, which is a kind of a hard thing to do on YouTube because sometimes you may have an idea that you feel is like really, really original, and somebody is already doing it. Real quick, ADHD moment. Check that out. I don't know if you guys can see that. But the moon is actually out. So, ADHD moment. Um, so yeah, so you may have like an original idea, original thought, something that you feel is going to be really good, but I can assure you 80% of the time someone out there is doing the same thing. So I just kind of want to break that down while I'm walking and vlogging outside. Um, there's a difference between having an idea that you think is original and implementing that and doing it and then discovering that somebody else is doing the same thing versus blatantly copying somebody every step of the way. Now, if you watch a YouTuber, whether you're inspired by them or not, it's one thing that every now and then another YouTuber inspires you to make a video similar to what they just made. That kind of stuff is forgivable. I think the one thing that becomes annoying is when you're doing the exact same thing another YouTuber is doing around the exact same time. Like in the tech, the tech side of YouTube, if a YouTuber is unboxing a particular phone and then you're unboxing the same phone, but it's not like even one of those things where it's like you knew the phone came out and that person knew the phone came out and you guys are rushing to get the phones to do your reviews. It's more of like you had options, but you continuously keep biting that person. Every move that person makes, you do the same thing. Every topic discussion that person makes, you do the exact same one, within a week to try to gap it, to make it seem like that you're not, but you are. Those things become an annoyance. Those things do tend to get people a little irritated because it's more of like you're not really putting in the work. You're not really thinking of ideas of what type of videos to make and then going to make it. You're waiting for somebody else to make, have a video topic discussion. And then when you see that it's successfully gaining some sort of view flow, you go and make the same video and try to implement and regurgitate the same thing that other YouTuber said based off of views. Those types of things it's not a good thing. You always want to try to have your own approach to things. And like I said, it's never wrong to be inspired by somebody else. So like if another YouTuber talks about a particular topic and it's something that you're very, you agree with or disagree with, and you're very adamant about it, and you want to share your opinion on it, then it's one thing to go and do that. But just don't make it a habit of always doing that. Don't make it a habit where your channel basically twins another channel almost identically. That's where it becomes an annoyance. Two is camera gear. I have proven with my YouTube channel, you don't need high camera quality type gear and things like that to make a decent video. You would need it if you want to do some sort of high production type. Like if you're going to try to be like Armando, or if you're going to try to be like, who's another one out there? MKBHD or any of those guys. They use high production gear. They use stuff to make their videos just pretty much like top notch, in the sense that you could tell that it has a good amount of people working on it and producing it. Then you're gonna want that kind of gear to work with. But if all your intentions are is just to get on there, get on YouTube, make a video about a topic that you're interested in, share your thoughts and opinions about it, and then you really don't need it. I've used smartphone cameras for everything. And if I hadn't used a smartphone camera, then it was a webcam from either the Chromebook I used to have or a laptop I used to have. But that's it. I never had like a Canon or a Nikon to shoot with or anything like that. Don't mind me. Someone was just like, they were looking over here and they were like, who the hell is that guy talking to? As I said, it's early morning. It's like probably almost 8 o'clock right now. So, yeah, you don't need all the expensive fancy gear to do videos, especially if you're going to be one that just sits in front of a camera and talks. Okay, yeah. If you're going to do like vlog type videos and talking and stuff like that, but then you really don't need to worry about the type of stuff that you're using or the type of gear that you're using. You can use a smartphone camera to vlog videos on YouTube. They work just as good. They work just as good, especially depending on the type of phone that you have. You'll be able to use the camera, the front-facing camera from your phone as a vlogging camera, and it'll work out great. So, in time, you can build your collection of hardware that you're going to use to create vlog videos. But in the meantime, using your smartphone camera, there's nothing wrong with it. Don't let people tell you that either. Like, some people's feedback is good, which is going to be my next topic on this. Some people's feedback is good and genuine, and you got to take that feedback and decide whether it's something that you're going to use to kind of help pivot you into doing better videos or not use. It's really all up to you at the end of the day, because everybody, now moving into that topic, everybody has an opinion. Everybody gives feedback into the type of video that they would want to see from you. The thing is that you can't 100% go off of what everyone says. Like, I have people come and comment and say, hey dude, your video quality sucks. Okay, my video quality sucks. Then I have people that comment and says, hey, great video, keep up the good work. So that person liked the video. When you have a percentage of people telling you your video is good and you have a percentage of people telling you your videos are bad, then you have a good flow going. So really right there, you could take the criticism and either use that to help pivot you to making a better video. if you think that their opinion is warranted, backed by, something that you can then see from their point of view and say, hey, I totally get it. Maybe I should do that. But then there are people who give criticism because they look at your video and think it should be this way, but that may not be the direction that you're trying to go in YouTube. And if that's the case, then you don't always have to listen. The only time you should really take those criticisms really seriously is if your video has more thumbs downs than thumbs ups, and that's like 90% of the time. Then you should take it seriously. I'll tell you why the other 10% you shouldn't. But if you're getting more dislikes and you're getting more feedback, and the feedback is not positive feedback, it's it could be like you know the the visuals don't look great, the audio doesn't sound good, and you got like 100 people telling you that, and you got 98 dislikes, and you got 5 likes on your videos. Well, then the method, or not method, but because I don't want I don't want you to think like you have to give up your smartphone if that's what everyone's complaining about. But what you're doing is not working, and so you need to kind of reevaluate everything and see what you could do a little bit different that's going to make it better. Now, the reason why I say it's a 90-10 split is because sometimes people will fully dislike your video because you don't agree with what they believe or what they think. Prime example, Mr. Who's the Boss, who made a video talking about could the iPhone 10 be, or could the iPhone 10 kill Android forever? Very clickbaity, controversial title to his video, and then going off about all these things and using his knowledge in what he's learning in school for, I think it's like business marketing, and kind of using that as the model to build his thesis, his analysis of his theory, and everyone pretty much going off on him, saying that he was paid by Apple to say those things and all this other stuff. So sometimes people just disagree with your opinion fully, and if that happens, then then you pretty much know that's that 10% that I was saying that you don't always have to listen to. So regardless of that, at the end of the day, I mean, if doing YouTube and making YouTube videos is something that you're like fully interested in, and that's something that you want to do, pick up a camera and start shooting. Pick up get your smartphone and get it out and start, shooting video. Find topics to discuss about, share your opinions, and be confident in what you're sharing in your videos. Like, that's another thing that all these viewers will see, and what could be the difference of you having a good video or having a bad one. Well, not really a bad one, but just not having the reaction that you want. You gotta have the confidence, in what you're saying. Because if you don't sound confident in what you're pitching in your video, whether it's rumors, whether it's news, whether it's an unboxing, whether it's a review of a product, if you don't sound confident in it, people are not going to trust you or believe you. Okay? Because one thing that most viewers know is that you're not always right. And that's something that you should already have in your head, is that you're not always going to be right. You may read an article and have read it back and forth, up and down, left and right, and feel like it's the absolute truth. And then you come to find out it's not. It was some sort of maybe satire news or something like that. And that's okay. People make mistakes, Post a retraction video. Explain that, where you got your sources from. And you can be open about it. Some people are going to troll and talk. Doesn't matter. But your true fans, your true followers, they'll understand, and they'll respect you for it, because you're being big enough to actually admit that you were wrong in that sense. So yeah, I mean, just have that mentality that sometimes you're not always going to put out the correct information, and someone else, it happens all the time, somebody is going to comment the correct answer, and maybe they'll do it just to let you know. Sometimes you will get people who will comment just so that they can have some sort of satisfaction that they knew the correct answer over you and were able to post it in the comments of your video because they know that your video is catching views. So they feel like that someone's going to recognize them for spewing the right answer. And yeah, that stuff gets pretty annoying, but you got to look beyond that. Yeah, and then moving into the next thing, trolling, hate comments, all that other stuff on YouTube. A lot of people have different ways of handling it and dealing with it. Some people will utterly mention it in a video to kind of let someone know that they're crossing a line. I'm more of a relaxed person. I've had people troll, I've had people say some stuff. Um, so I mean, it's just you gotta have thick skin in YouTube. You cannot let everything get to you. You know, they will use anything they can to get a reaction out of you. If attacking you as a person doesn't work for them, they'll spot somebody in your video and they'll attack that person because that's all they really know how to do. They're just looking for something, some sort of tool that will help them get a reaction out of you. And number one, they feel like they're getting famous off of it because if you take your time to comment back to them, or if you're doing a live broadcast and you take your time to acknowledge their comment and say something back, they feel like that they're becoming popular and whatnot based off of you. So sometimes you just have to look at that and laugh. You can't let everything bother you. I've had mistake run-ins with some trolls that I think about it now and I'm like, man, I didn't have to say anything. I shouldn't have said anything because um, it just spiraled out of control. You can always block stuff too. Like, don't let the hype, don't let yourself ever feel trapped. Like, if you're making a YouTube video and someone is constantly on your videos, thumbs down in your videos, and then trolling on it to let you know that they're there. Don't feel the trap of, if you block that person, that means you're weak. I think that's pretty stupid half the time. I think anyone who would even agree that you're weak because you blocked someone's hate speech or their trolling comments, I think that, yeah, that's just ridiculous. You don't, just as much as that person has the right of free speech to say what they want to say, you also have the right as a person to not have to read it or listen to it. And if deleting those comments and blocking that person is what you got to do, that's your right. Should no one ever tell you that you're a weak person because you don't want to read some real derogatory and nasty comments from somebody that you don't know, that doesn't like you. Like, you don't have to take it. You can always block it. So that's something I would definitely say. Oh, this is turning into a really long video. There's a dog that was running down the street right now, so I don't know if you guys see it. There it is. He was like just running down the street. He stopped to look at me. He was probably like, "This weirdo's out here early in the morning talking into his camera." So yeah, I don't know. What else could I put you out there? Since I'm basically letting people pick my brain right now. Um, oh yeah, don't ever be afraid to try new things. You know, you don't always have to portray this imagery that you're this professional content creator on YouTube. There's no such thing. I don't care if people can point out some really big YouTubers with millions of subscribers that's got a whole production team and a team of writers and all that stuff. There's no such thing as a professional YouTuber, okay? That's just my opinion. No such thing. You do YouTube the way you want to do YouTube. Like me, I got caught up in the hype, believing all these Stone Age rules of YouTube. People got ADHD. You got to keep your videos under 5 minutes, or you're not gonna get the views, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I proved that wrong. I've made 30-minute videos that have gotten over 100 views. Yes, it's not thousands of views, it's not millions of views, but for my small little channel here on YouTube, my little blip on the map, 100 views is okay. 200 views is okay. 600 views is okay. So I've had that, and it's worked out great. It's worked out like absolutely good. So no, you don't have to make 5-minute videos only. You don't have to do a lot of jump edits. You don't have to do none of that stuff. You can make a raw dog video, I call them. I like doing those. Those are fun. But you can do a raw dog video, 30 minutes long, no intro, no outro, no background music to keep people entertained. You could really try and test the waters and just have you, a camera, and just talk. Just talk, and see how far that goes. Um, because there's people out there that genuinely just want information. They just want to know what's going on in the world of mobile tech, or maybe they need a different point of view. And you're that person that's going to give them that point of view versus the point of view that they've had. Because not everyone sees things the same way. And some people are open to other people's opinions and thought processes, and it kind of helps them to understand what they're trying to understand better. So sometimes you just sitting in front of a camera explaining something, or explaining how you perceive it, can be beneficial to a lot of people out there who will actually sit through an entire 30-minute video and listen word for word. I know some people don't. I know some people will watch one of my half-hour long videos and watch maybe the first 5 minutes and be like, well, what does he say at the end? And then they skip all the way to the end, and then they hear me use and I've been using this lately, which is I call the secret word of the video, or the password of the video. Because I think it's funny. I think it's funny that some people will actually literally be serious about it, that would want to know if you're watching the video from beginning to end. Saying oh, password of the day is panda, password of the day is pixel, password of the day is this, and in reality, anyone can just watch one of your videos entirely through and know you're doing that, and be like, oh, okay. So when they watch your next video and they don't feel like watching the whole 40 minutes of it, they're like, they've seen enough of your video, they'll skip to the end, wait for that password, and then comment that in the comment section of the video and be like, yeah, I saw the whole thing. I don't expect everyone to watch every one of my videos from beginning to end entirely. Maybe there's a few people that will, and I really appreciate that. I don't expect anyone to, really. I don't expect anyone to have to listen to me for half an hour. That's just, that would be totally arrogant of me to think that, or to believe that everyone has to listen to my rambling for 30 freaking minutes on YouTube. Some people will by choice, and that's up to them, and that's the whole purpose of it. YouTube is all about choice. You have a choice to watch my video or don't. You have a choice to like my video or dislike it. You have a choice to leave a good comment, or leave or critique my video in a comment. And you have a choice to troll. Although if you decide to troll, just know that you're not really going to get any attention out of me. So with those things, I just kind of hope that maybe that gave some insight to a person who is thinking about starting a YouTube channel and wanting to do something on YouTube for fun. Because YouTube is fun. Ultimately, I really don't care. I know some people will be upset about the ad stuff and YouTube and all this other stuff with ads or whatever. I really don't care about that. I really don't. And it's not some righteous thing oh, he's above it all. No, because I still get a check from YouTube, and I still accept it. So it's not to sit there and say, I don't do it for the money in that way. It's just, if the money's there, it's there. If the money is not there, it's not there. If YouTube says, hey, your video is not ad friendly, so we took away monetization on it, I'm not going to scream and cry about it and get pissed off about it. No reason to. I just like making videos. Ultimately, that's my number one thing. Number one thing is liking it, because you gotta like what you do if you want it to be successful. If you're only coming into YouTube just for the money, just because it's an easy way to make a quick buck, a quick $100, a quick $200, a quick $300, or your aspirations is to grow your channel and be as big as MKBHD and make a couple of thousand, double-digit thousands, maybe even 100,000. If that's what your goal is in YouTube, it's going to take you a real long time to get all the way to the top. You know, I know it sounds hypocritical for me to say because it's taken me a real long time to get to a high count of subscribers. Um, but I guess the difference is that this is just fun for me. The subscriber count is not a major point. You know, I appreciate everyone who subscribed to me. I appreciate everybody who, you know, not only subscribes to me on YouTube, but then takes the time to follow me on social media, get to know me as, you know, a regular person outside of YouTube. I appreciate all that. But my goal is not to have a high subscriber count. My goal is not to get paid from YouTube. My goal is not to be YouTube famous or any of that crap. My goal on YouTube is to be happy. And for me, being happy is creating something. My videos, expression, is a form of art. And every time I make a video, do I watch my own videos? Hell yeah, I watch my own videos. You got to be crazy if you don't watch your own videos. And if you don't watch your own videos, if your own videos don't, um, if they don't entertain you, then chances are they're not going to entertain anyone else out there. So if you're not excited and entertained by your own videos, then you're doing something wrong. So yeah, but I don't watch my videos in an arrogant way to be like, you know, all arrogant about it. I watch my videos to see like if it captures me. If I can create a 30-minute video and then the next day open the video on YouTube and watch it from beginning to end without losing focus and without, you know, feeling bored or losing my train of thought, because I am ADHD, so I can have my focus taken away from something real quick. Then if I can watch my video all the way through, then that means odds are chances someone's gonna watch my video all the way through too. If I can't, if I cringe at my own video and I can't watch all the way through, then I know no one, or maybe one or two people, have watched it all the way through and probably once and will not repeat watch it again. So anyways, guys, I think that's it rambling on for right now. Hopefully this video helps out anyone out there that is wanting to start a YouTube channel or wants to get into tech vlogging and whatnot. Well, I guess the last bit of information, let's make this video half hour long. We got under 3 minutes left. Last thing I would tell anyone is get connected socially. If you got social media accounts and you don't have a problem with random strangers following you, then give it out. You know, if you do, then make second social pages. Like if you don't want people being on your personal Facebook, but you want to connect with your followers on Facebook, then create another Facebook or create a fan page just for them and link it for them to follow. But you have to follow it religiously, which I'm bad at. I'm bad at posting religiously to my fan pages and stuff. But yeah, create a secondary Snapchat if you don't want them on your personal one, so you can interact with them on Snap. Create a secondary Twitter, create a secondary Instagram, or make a business Instagram and showcase all that stuff. Like, you have all these things at your disposal, these tools. So I definitely would say and recommend that with your YouTube channel, just do it in that sense. Stay connected with your followers. Use social media as your tool to expose yourself to more people, and create your secondary profiles if you're uncomfortable giving out your main ones. So okay, so now the video's done, or I'm done vlogging and ranting. So anyways, I'm gonna chill today and relax. Today's WWE Hell in the Cell, so for those out there that watch wrestling, let me know who you guys think is gonna win on the matchup cards, because I do watch wrestling. So, and if you guys ever want me to start talking about that, let me know, and we can maybe do something, kind of mix it up a little bit, because I like to try new things. And that's it. I just want to say thanks for listening, thanks for watching, good morning, and yeah, video of the day. Aloha, I'm Tito, and I'm out.